Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First thing I want to do is thank my members. I'm going to call out by first name because I'm not sure the rules on calling out the whole names, but you'll see the members when they write comments, they'll have some sort of badge next to their name. We've got Carl, Derek, Carlos, Anthony, Stuart and Daniel. So thank you so much guys for being part of the channel. They actually saw a build that's coming up before anyone else. I put up a little video, I learned how to do it, I worked it out. I could put up videos now for members only, and I'm going to start creating more members only videos, not stupid amounts. I don't want to ruin the game, but I want the members to feel like they're benefiting somewhat from being part of this. So yeah, I am going to do some members only videos if I can work out properly how to do it. And I think it worked yesterday. I think I put out a video and 6 or 7 of you watched and commented. I think that worked. So Rabjab's popping the cam cover off. Once the cam cover's off, I'll have a look at the valves and see if there's any kind of obvious settings for them. Sometimes there is, sometimes it's quite clear. It's good for Rabjab to see now this stuff. So he'll see the cam lobes and what it looks like.
They look quite...
Well, I mean, it doesn't.
Had a major leak on it.
It doesn't look like anything, if we're being honest. Because it's
still quite.
There's no way of telling. We appear to be at top dead centre or close to.
And you can't. That's still rock solid. Look.
So. Yeah, no, you're right. It's still rock solid. So.
The whole engine will come out.
Yeah, I mean, if we take these 4 bolts, so what we need to do is take the plastic covering off. So Ryan's come and gone. We're going to be doing that deal after. He's quite what's the word, strict, that if his bike is up and running anytime soon, he wants to buy it back basically. So that's not bad, or part X back, or do something. You do actually have to strip all this in the end properly, chain tension off properly, intake off properly to get the chain off, which is fine. The chain is off. And then when you take the starter motor off, which you have to do, that's your time to check the engine for free play again, because the starting motor itself can jam up the engine. You know, in an ideal world, I would have popped off this cover just in case, but it is extremely unlikely that the variators caused it to seize up. It would be, you know, extremely unlikely, and also not the end of the world if you took the head apart and that happened anyway. It should be now 1, 2, 3, 4 14s, I believe they are. Pop them off, pop them in your carrier, and then all of this should come off. We should then be able to slide down into the head and look at the piston. So 1 step at a time. Let's see what we're doing. All the bolts are off now, so I think, look. Hey! Right, this will tell us now. Right, hang on. This will tell us now if it's top end or bottom end. Oh, right, we have to take it off the stand. Spin it now, Rabjab, slowly. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
It's smooth try, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's seized, look. Because it's not, look. It's seized here, Rabjab.
Yeah.
Here, because it's not spinning. What it should be doing now is spinning and going backwards. So we've got, that means I can't fix it, yeah. So we've got bottom end seizure there, guys. I mean, you can try using penetrating fluids down there and stuff and sorting it out. But
It's had it.
it basically got too hot. It's almost welded itself. I mean, obviously, I'll try some penetrating fluid and stuff, see if we ever get it back to moving. But at the moment, yeah, because Rabjab, you'll only be able to go so far. Try Rabjab. Try turning it further than it goes until it stops.
That's it.
Yeah. Right.
That's it.
Yeah, because it's not spinning on the crank. It's not looking great. The other thing I'll do is I'll get online and I'll look at replacement engines, because it'd be well worth just slotting in an engine if there's one kind of ready to go. It would just save so much hassle. Quick update on some of the bikes. The Piaggio Fly, I've ordered a new engine, as in a second-hand running engine with everything on it, rear wheel, exhaust, the works. It's going to be bolt and play. About £400 from a well-known breaker's yard with an eBay receipt. Some people have asked me kind of legally what do you need when you swap an engine. The main thing you need is a receipt of where you got your engine. And eBay receipts count. I've talked to the DVLA in the past. You can print off your eBay receipt. Some years back, it could be 10 years back, the DVLA weren't overly fussed about the logbook reflecting the engine number, because they rarely check engine numbers. Their main focus was that when the engine number was checked, you had a receipt as to how you got it. So I used to print off the eBay adverts and put it in the package so that it was part of the system. You can, of course, if you can be bothered, send it off with the logbook, fill out the new engine number. Your new logbook will come back with an engine number swap. That's also okay. So, new bolt and play engine coming for that. I think that's great. I think that's the right thing to do here. And it should be a fairly quick out the way project on that one. The CBR 600, you guys, I mean, I've been doing so many Chinese 125s, you know, I'm not surprised you're glad to see a real bike here. It's not my bike, it's Ivan's bike, and you know, there's not loads we can do. I have to be honest, until he says what he wants. My guess is he's going to take it and put it back in his garage, and it's going to be sitting for some years. That's the truth. If I was him, I would sell it for the 300 or 400 quid. Not necessarily to me, but just to someone, just to get it back on the road. It is sitting and it's eating itself away. All of the rubbers, everything perishes, the tyres, everything goes bad when you sit a bike for that amount of years. Over there is a new project. There's a bit of a story on this one. Oh, apologies, this is a long intro. Well, I thought I was picking up a nice 125 that just had no spark from a mechanics. So the owner who bought the GRS 125 is gone. He basically, we talked and he put this in as part X, which is fine. I do like getting a project to continue. You see, when I sell a bike, I make a couple of pound profit on the other bike, and then I get a project. But when I saw it, guys, it's in really bad state. I'm not even sure I'm going to build it. I'm going to try and get the engine started, but I'm not even sure what I'm going to do. You'll be shocked later, guys. Honestly, when I show you that, you'll be shocked. Again, my members have seen that, so they've got a bit of a head start on that one. For today, I'm going to do a couple of hours. I'm not full of energy today, so and the reason you're seeing more vids, guys, is because I've got a couple of weeks off now. So Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm basically here doing bits and pieces when I feel like it, which is nice. It's a hobby. So that's why there's more and more videos. You're actually 4 or 5 days behind now, guys. So I'm filming this today on, what day is it? It's Monday. I don't expect you to be watching this maybe until Saturday, Sunday, maybe even the Monday after. I've got so much footage from last week to go up as well. Great, so what am I going to do today? I think I want to pull the CBR back out, because I want to see if I can put power direct to the pump and get it priming. The main thing that's not happening there is it's not priming, it's not pumping fuel. So I want to try and give it a helping hand. You can jump the relay see if that helps, because the relay might have seized up after seeing through the years. So I'm going to get it off, I'm going to have a little look, and I'll show you guys roughly what I'm doing. I don't fully know what I'm doing, it's not a system I'm aware of, but that's why we're here to have a look and a play. So, Honda CBR 600 f4i, the first injection model, or the first full injection model. The one before had a kind of half and half system. I can't remember what they were called. When we turn the key, we should hear the fuel pump prime. In here. It should be priming the system. Now, I've checked the fuses. There's no fuse for the fuel pump. There are these relays under here. One of them's for the fuel pump. We can bridge that as it might be stuck. And then we've got the data tool system that just had it. Again, Ivan was very lucky that we were here and able to do this, because we've bridged the system. It's an old data tool alarm. I don't mind you seeing the bridge, because lots of you are stuck with these systems on, and they screw up, and you don't know what to do. It costs hundreds to get them replaced, or to get them fixed. Ultimately, on this, whatever model, this is the S2 or the S3, you take it all apart, you take this wire out here, and you bridge the left two and you bridge the right two. I really dislike data tool alarms. I had an M3 Augusta F4 that I had painted by Dream Machine. At the time, Dream Machine were the big balls. The bike cost me about 12 grand, and any time I was showing it off with my mates, the main thing that would go wrong is I couldn't start it because the data tool was playing up. I hated that. £12,000 bike, and we're talking 15 years ago, guys. That was a lot of money for a bike back then. It really pissed me off, and actually I've had lots of bad data tool alarms since. So when I turn it on, you can hear the solenoid engaging, plus I bridged it. It's the black and white to black and white, although it looks different on other bikes. Sometimes they're cross from each other. I bridged them. It's clicking anyway, you can hear it when you turn the ignition. So power is technically being sent from there to the pump. What we need to see now is the pump pumping. What I can do is take the pump off and put wire direct to it, see if I can jolt it, see if I can spray it out, clean it and get it spinning again. But I've got to drain some of the fuel for that to happen. So here's the pump. Now some of the things you would consider at this stage is like the earthings here, for example. That can be cleaned up, and then power goes up direct to the pump and through to here, black and blue. So if I literally put power there to that, would the pump turn or make noise? And then look, the actual connector's pretty rough, so it could be a simple wiring issue here, or it could be really quite blocked. The actual filter, I mean, it doesn't look great, does it, guys? Let's be honest. If that's what it looks like on the outside, yet in the tank, what's it looking like on the inside of all of this? It's not the kind of pump I'm used to, so it's not like something that can be taken apart, I don't think, or rebuilt. I don't think it uses points like the other one does. I think it just does what it does. And I'd wonder now if there was such thing as a rebuild kit just for this bit. I'd be curious. But let me get a battery. I'm hoping I've got a battery up there. I'm hoping it's got enough power so we could hear something. And then if we heard something when we powered it, then we would know that it was okay. So here we go, we'll keep it simple. We've got a 12-volt battery there. To check if you've got power coming out of these wires, just touch them both to your tongue at the same time. and that'll tell you if you've got power or not. You could always spark them together as well, but to your tongue you get a real understanding of if they're powered or not. We'll go black earth, why not? And then we're going to listen carefully. Nothing. Nothing at all. Alright, well I'm going to have a little play with it, kind of take it apart a little bit, see what I can do. I'm probably going far and beyond what I should be doing at this stage without Ivan's permission, but you know, does it hurt? It doesn't hurt. Let's see if we can get that pump off out of curiosity, because it could be really bunged up with crap to the point where it can't spin, you see. You will never guess what I just did. Power. Power. Tapped with a hammer. And it fired right up. Let's see if we have that. Come on. Yes. Yes. Put it all back together, clean it all up. I think I would connect it all back on there, plug that into there, all loose, and see if it comes on, because we'd hear it and see it vibrate. Let's give that a shot. So I have no idea if you guys will be able to experience this. You might see vibration, but when I turn this key on, it should shake. Hey! And again, for luck. Can you hear it one more time? Oh man, how lucky am I? Well, you know what? There's a bit of skill in there, but powering it up and tapping it, I was sitting there thinking, if I put enough power to it, surely it will shake itself loose. And then I put the little battery back to it after trying the car one and gave it a little tap, and it shook itself loose. I'm overwhelmed, really. I'm overwhelmed. This bike's going to start off its own power. Well, I say that it hasn't got a battery, but it's going to start off its own fuel.